Hi. Yes. Um, well, this is the kind of thing that the Woo Crew is for. This is the kind of thing that the team should be working on. We've got a missing member of the family today. That went missing a couple days ago and still hasn't returned. So it's up to us to find them. And I have brought my pendulum, my cards, and my visions. And I'm bringing the whole Woo Crew in on it because when you lose your fur baby, it's like losing a part of your body. It's like losing your sister or your brother or your child. They are a part of your family. And I know how I have felt in those moments. But we're fortunate. We have something we can do about it more than just regular people. And this is also a very good opportunity, once again, for us to work on remote viewing and to work as a team, because I think it's time that we start doing that again. I think the danger that we had before, I think we have gone through that time now. We seem to be having no problem at Max's. And actually, last night at Max's, I was there for the remote viewing class, and I kept seeing scenes of what appears to be Barry's area instead of the target. I was wondering why I was seeing, you know, a snowy field and houses, and it was not the target. It was, and then I saw the road with the wire fence. And when Barry showed pictures, sure enough, I was seeing Barry's area, and the snow had fallen because I saw something like a blizzard, something like flakes of snow flying around, and or something. It looked to me like that, and here it was, really my mind trying to tune in the events that led up to Cindy going missing. So, you know, this is something that is perfect for us to be working on. Um, and I know who doesn't like to do a good deed and help with something like this. I know all of you have good hearts, and you would not leave a friend up in the air to face this alone. Um, Jim is here. Let's see who all is here. Barry is, of course, here, and Linda and Richard, and Jim made it in. And before I really start, I'm going to let a few more people find their way in here. But yeah, it's, we were hoping she would come right back. So far as I've gotten is the snowy, what happened at the snowy area, and a lot of houses dotted. I swear it looks just like the picture. I can imagine that area with snow. That's exactly the kind of terrain I was seeing. And that explains why I kept seeing it in my head. And now I know, and this is cool because now I know when that happens that it's trying to answer a different question, a previous question that my RV about my ability is still trying to answer a previous question that was asked instead of what's in front. This happens with readings too. Let me tell you, if I had something on my mind and then I try to ask another question, until that's out of my mind, it's going to give me information on that, not the next thing. I have to be careful that way. When I'm doing stuff for myself, it's just the funny way that our minds work. And hey, Ben, we need the practice anyway. It's time for us to get back into action as the superheroes we're destined to be. I don't feel, and neither does Jim. Jim was saying she doesn't feel that there has been harm or death involved in this story. So, thank goodness. That's very hopeful. And no, it doesn't look like that to me either. It looks like she's been taken in by somebody, but maybe can't get back out again. You know, if somebody said, "Oh, what an adorable dog," and she looks hungry and cold, and took her in, you know. So, yeah. We'll find out. Okay, I have my pendulum. I'm going to I'm going to see if my lighter will work. If not, we'll just have to have warm thoughts and maybe light my sage that way. I'm going to light some sage. This lighter is not doing real well. Okay, so we have a little bit of sage here going finally. This blue stuff, though, this blue sage is hard to keep lit. I can't say I like it as well as the white for staying lit. Okay, but it has a lovely smell. It does have a nice smell. Okay. Asking for the shields. Shields up. Will our helpers and guides and the guardians of directions please come and help us with this? And putting up the shields. Oh, 1, 2, 3. And the bigger one, 1, 2, 3. The guardians of the directions, Great Mother and Father, and the divine creative consciousness that flows through all things and is all things. All of our helpful and wise relations. And maybe somebody out there sees better even than we do. So we're going to call our guides in because we need to practice our teamwork for a good cause. Let's see if I can get this lit. Yeah. Technical issues. Okay. Hmm. All right. Zzz, zzz. I have to do that. It's part of the ritual these days. Hmm. 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 Okay. Somebody took her in. It's like somebody stopped her. Yeah, like then the vision just kind of breaks off in a weird. It's weird. It's just kind of. No, I don't think so, Barry. I have my pendulum. I have cards. We'll find out stuff. We're all here for you. And for Cindy. Sweet little member of your family. I know how it feels. As a pet mommy all my life. I've had kitties and puppies and all kinds of non-human relation, non-human family, non-human helpers. And they become so important to us. I'm going to calibrate my pendulum and play the intro. Everybody get ready. We're going to go on an RV. Or, okay, something really weird is going on with my PC. That's nothing new. Whoa. Oh, yeah. YouTube is trying to step in and make things different. Again, no, thank you. I don't want all that stuff. Okay. Now let's try it. Is it working? Yes, it is. Okay. Time to get
Making waves and
about to help out with this situation. Yes. So here we go. We've got, yeah, we've got enough people that we can start this. Yeah. Okay. I have my pendulum. Yes, I can tell. You did spoil her a lot, didn't you, Barry? I don't think she's mad at you. No, she wants to come back. I think somebody's just got her and they're trying to protect her by holding on to her. Yeah, I don't see her as being harmed. She seems to be healthy. Hmm. Did we lose? We lost Cindy, Barry's dog. Okay, are we ready to work now, Pendulum? Okay, deeper self, higher self, divine self. We need some answers. So far, Cindy is alive. Oh, wait, stop. We have to do. Okay, I'm going to hold it up so you can see it. Cindy is alive and well and fed. Ugh, I can't hold my arm up that long. I'm sorry. Okay, let me lock it to my side like I always do and ask again. Cindy is fine. She's alive. She's fed. Okay, yes. She's still alive. And somebody took her in. Okay. Yes. Pendulum seems to think so. My higher self seems to think so. And these people are nice people. Yes, they are nice people. Okay, stop. These people are local. Yes, they are local people. Was it a, it was a truck? No. It was a car. A car. Okay, somebody in a car. I was getting that. Somebody in a car or truck, but it looks like a car. And she is now safely at their home. Yes. But they're not letting her out is the thing, right? Yeah. Because she's a stray dog and prone to wander. So you just need to find out, okay, is she within like 5 miles or so? Yes. So not very far away. She's not really very far away. Yes, she's inside. Yeah, I see a man too. A nice guy. And not very far from you. She's local. Yep, it's swinging very heartily. She's local. Nice person has her. And let me guess, felt sorry because she was hungry and beside the road and yeah, in the snow. Yes, okay. And I'm also getting that the reason this happened, Barry, is there's some connection that needs to be made. When you find the person who has her, there will be a connection, or a connection will somehow be made there with them that will be beneficial. This somehow is bringing you something. And I'm trying to see how you find her. Hi. Yeah, I'm trying to see. T7CO, I have no idea. Oh, yes, I do. Hi. Okay, we're remote viewing for Barry, and he's got a missing family member, Cindy the dog. Yes, I know. I figured it out, Tanya. Yeah, that's what Aaron was asking. Is there a Facebook page? Is there a how do you guys get messages throughout your community? They're not far from you. I don't feel like they are anyway. Pendulum seems to think they're close. However, numbers and distances are really hard for some reason, I have a hard time with that with a pendulum. But yeah, she's, but I'm getting that there is a reason it happened. It's just not random. Um, and what really is in our lives anymore. Hello, Audrey and Jamie. How are you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, we really need to bear in mind the connections are an interesting thing. I mean, we need to have them in a community. And I should talk. I have been kind of isolating myself. Duh. Um, yeah, I'm getting the impression that he likes her and kind of has formed a bond. And that I think you'll turn out to be friends. And something important comes out of something useful. It actually turns out to be a good thing somehow. Um, it's just the impression I'm getting. Yeah, I think he likes her too and is thinking about keeping her. Yeah. Thinking, well, gee, if I can't find the owner, I'm going to keep her because she's a nice pup. Yeah. So, yeah, if she's a sweet girl, somebody's probably fallen in love with her right now and halfway doesn't want to give her back. But they will if you find them. Now let's see, how does he find them? Or how do they find you? Okay. Will Barry get her back this week? And this is hard for me with a bit, but I'll ask anyway. Will he get her back this week? Yes. Looks like an emphatic yes. Um, okay. Yes, yes, yes. And am I right? This is actually going to turn out to be something that happened with a reason. Yes. Yes, there was a reason. And he loves her. He thinks she's great, great girl, sweet girl. Yes. Okay. So you're going to get her back. We just need to do a little looking around. And online is going to be productive. Pendulum says no. Newspaper, no. What does that leave? Or some kind of word of mouth, just letting people know. Yes. How about stop? How about putting a sign up? Putting a sign up, lost dog. Yes. That more of that kind of thing. Maybe this person doesn't even use the internet. Not everybody uses the internet still, although everybody seems to. This person may not really pay much attention or may not even have a Facebook account. A lot of people have gotten rid of their Facebook account. Let's just ask just in case. Does this person have a Facebook account? Yes. It looks like probably they do, but it wasn't very emphatic. Maybe they don't like Facebook that much. They got an account, but they don't like it that much. Okay, or something. Do they have a MeWe account? No. Do they have what? Do they work somewhere that Barry goes? Work or go somewhere that Barry goes? Yes. Okay, stop. Are are they likely to bump into each other at some point? Yes. Yes. Um, so is somebody, okay, stop. Is this somebody he's met that Barry has met before? No, it doesn't look like it's somebody you've met before. It's a stranger, but somebody you will know probably. Um, yes, word of mouth and flyers is how it's going to get accomplished. For some reason, they want you to kind of beat the bushes, so to speak, and talk to people. Yeah. They want you to kind of mention to people when you're out, um, I'm missing my dog and I miss her so much, you know. And people will commiserate with you and will tell you if they hear something, I feel. But yeah, you're supposed to do this organically, not, yeah. Yeah, post office, grocery store, some kind of hangout, wherever people hang out, where people shop or where they hang out or where they do their laundry or, where they gather, where people, and talk to people about it. If you're in line at a store and, if somebody seems friendly, just mention that you're missing your dog. You can strike up a conversation like that. Yeah. Because the more people that know and see you personally, the faster this happens. Because it's one thing to just see a sign and pass by it, but in order to, to see a person grieving over a missing pet is a different thing. You will, of course, get the sympathy there, and people will actually help you look. Yes. So, if you do take the direct approach, people will actually help you find her. And maybe you'll make some friends along the way that you wouldn't have made otherwise. Just a thought. Um, yeah, I'm seeing something like a feed store, grocery store, somewhere where there's food. That's the next impression I'm getting. Diner, something. There's food there. No, but I see bags. Bags of food. Hmm. Yes. Yes. Your best friend is bringing you an opportunity. Maybe a pet store, but I don't know about that. I don't think he's gonna like take her to the pet store or something, but yeah, be another place. The northern store could be. I'm seeing bags of stuff. Looks like bags of food. Somewhere where there's food. Maybe a feed store, maybe a something like that. Maybe a staple goods type place or yeah. It doesn't look like an ultra modern place. It looks I'm trying to see if I'm allowed to see what the place she's in looks like. Um, yes, places that sell dog food and stuff, yeah. Be a good place to ask, of course. Because if he doesn't already have a dog, he's going to need to buy dog food for her. That'd be one of the first things he'd do. So, yeah, I'm just getting that the personal approach works better. And maybe somebody will answer the ad too, or, or or not ad, but your announcement on Facebook or whatever. But it looks like really what does it is the face to face. And, um, and I think we're pretty much all getting, well, it looks like we're all getting the same thing. Let's see if we can pin it down anymore, though. So it's somewhere near you. She's somewhere near you. And Yeah, it's not going to show me the house because you got to find it. It's okay though. Rest assured she's going to be okay. I'm pretty sure that nothing bad's going to happen. So is everybody else. So yeah, and I'm not getting any kind of cruelty or anything. Let me pull a card. And get along home, Cindy, Cindy, get along home. Cindy, Cindy, get along home, Cindy, Cindy. Mm-hmm. Do, 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 do. That's why I was hearing that. I thought it was my mother that was singing that because she'd sing that sometimes. It's a really old song. Get along home, Cindy. That was before I knew your dogs. Yeah, I've been hearing that in my head every now and then. That was before I read your message. That's what it was. It was okay. That's why that song was playing in my head. Get along home, Cindy. And while we're at it, guys, can we find out who's been in my home? Strumming my guitar and playing with my wastebasket hinge on the lid of my wastebasket to let me know they're here, because my distance, my remote view seems to be working, but my close view doesn't seem to be working right now. It's one of the things that went offline for an upgrade. And it seems to be staying offline for a while. I don't know how to help it too much, except with the kind of thing that I'm already doing. Yes, okay, stop. Okay, so let's see. Does Cindy still have her collar? Yes. Yes. It might be. Okay, stop. We're going to ask about something else now. Is David around? Is it David strumming my guitar? And I thought it might be strumming my guitar and playing with things and walking around the, yes. Okay, stop. Is anybody else? No, it's just him. See, I didn't get that it was anything bad. It was just a visitor. Does he want any particular kind of attention from me? Want or needs something? Yes, he just mostly wants acknowledgement, or is there is another reason he's here? Yes. Well, David, it's still offline and I bloody well can't really see you that well. I saw you that one day when I was playing your music. Maybe I need to play your music more. I haven't been turning on the Wi-Fi much. I haven't been trying to stay away, like I've been advised from the EMFs. Okay, Barry's question. Does she smile at the people? Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Yep. You need to start talking to people, and maybe that's part of it. They want you to have more friends, maybe. Wouldn't be the first time. They used to do stuff like that to me. Sometimes we have to kind of get dragged into doing what's good for us. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to shuffle. See if we can get any more information. Barry, let me know when to stop shuffling. Just type stop. That's how I'll get you into this picture. Okay. West Shield, introspection and goals. West Shield. Okay, now the animal card. Tell me when to stop. Okay. Raven. Magic. Raven's been talking to a lot of us lately. You know that? And Raven is associated with Odin. That's his bird. And I'm sure with others too. But that's the one I know. And Raven is about magic. And things being transmitted. I'm hearing things being transmitted without you even knowing it's happening. The West Shield. In my wheel, it's water. And the color is black in my wheel. And the bear, which is introspection, which is meditating on it. Meditation. So it's also a place of kind of a resting, but it's kind of a resting energy, like things are getting ready to happen. Yeah, this is definitely something that happened for a reason. It's definitely is something that's trying to help you. And I think that afterwards, whatever happens afterwards, you'll either have more friends, more information, or more, or it will lead you to use your abilities more, or medicine, because it's a sort of a growth thing happening. That's great. That's really great. I'm glad to hear it. But there is nothing sad here or bad or just um, the flow of life. And the water I kept seeing it was dark and water and yeah, which I saw puddles. You had puddles and stuff. I was seeing all that. Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe they are to the west of you, too. That could be, too, that it's pointing west. So I don't know what is west of you, but it could be the direction that she actually is, since it is, in fact, a direction card. So, and whatever else that may mean to you. But the raven being about magic and ravens and crows, they're smart birds. They know. Uh, they have an intelligence that can solve puzzles 3 layers deep, and that puts them in a very similar classification to the primates. So their intelligence is probably very similar. Well, not necessarily as similar, but at least they're at least as intelligent as the primates. Maybe more, even could even be more. So interesting card to have show up, isn't it? And I'm going to find my book with the animals so that I can give you more. These are just things that I remember. My book has gone missing. To get the finer points, I have to get out from packing it up for, I hope it still exists. I hope I don't have to buy another one. Packing it up for moving. I haven't seen it in over a year. But I can read, and I think I will, just so that we have a background. Because this is Sacred Path here. So West Shield 101. The poem for the West Shield is West Shield, power of woman to seek her answers, place of the bear's cave, in the fading light of grandfather's sun, the horizon of tomorrow brings the strength to meet my goals. The West is the traditional home of bear. On the medicine wheel, the color is black, which represents the void, where the answers live within the dark cave of the bear. The ability to go within and introspect is the female energy, which is receptive. The womb of the woman is the place where all ideas, as well as babies, are nurtured and given birth. The darkness of the fertile womb is the place where each of us on the good red road of physical life had our beginnings. We were the future generation to our parents, and what the future holds is always in the West, the place of our tomorrows. To understand the West, the looking within place, we must first understand our natures. Unless we are connected to all our relations, the standing people, the stone people, the creature beings, Mother Earth, Father Sky, Grandfather Sun, Grandmother Moon, the four chief spirits, air, earth, water, and fire, the creepy crawlers, the insects, all other life forms, from Adam to the great star nation. We feel that the answers live outside of us. But if we understand that the spirit of all of these other life forms dwells inside our bodies. We begin to understand that we can look within to feel and know the answers in our earthly bodies. Our cells carry the memory of all that has ever been. Answers live in our spirit's knowing potential. The bear came to me in a dreamtime waking state several years ago and lumbered through my awareness to take me on a dreamtime medicine walk. I found myself in a forest high in the Rocky Mountains by the old burial ground near Creede, Colorado. The bear wandered up to the spring above Moonshine Mesa and drank deeply of the cold, pure water coming from the Earth Mother's breast. Then Bear turned to me and spoke. "We used to use words like you two-legged," she said. "We retreated into our silence at the end of the Second World. When the earth was cleansed by the great ice mountains, your people had finally come together in clans and families. They had heard the tundra wolf song and had started to use the words of their own. We knew that you human could not be alone and that humans would survive if they could communicate with one another. We creature beings had to leave the two-leggeds alone so they would learn their own sounds and how to use communication. Unfortunately, that was also the time that two-leggeds shared so many of the opinions of others that they started to judge their personal truths. They began to worry about what others thought and failed to find their own answers within their hearts." Hello, Michelle. Yes, I think it is, Linda. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's still around somewhere. I understood that Bear was trying to show me how we two-legged sought approval, entangling ourselves with the fear of being different. If new ideas presented a threat, it could be hard for individuals to follow their personal truths. Bear continued, "It was during those days of the ensuing cold that humankind learned to eat meat. In the first world, the two-leggeds had been vegetarian. Fruits, berries, roots, and wild vegetables were plentiful until the cleansing of the first world. Then the great ice mountains moved across Mother Earth's face. The plants which had sustained all the creatures vanished. The two-leggeds were starving until they learned to eat meat. The creature beings who understood the need for balance and sharing offered their bodies as food to the two-leggeds. My creature ancestors gave the warmth of their bodies' fur and the instinct of survival to the two-leggeds. Then, through the consuming meat of the bear, the West Shield's lessons were learned. I have memory of the way our gift was received by a female two-legged bear said. She was called Alona. Alona ate of the meat of the bear and sank into a fulfilling deep sleep. She saw memories of our bear clan and learned the three paths of the West Shield. I listened as Bear continued. In the dream, Alona watched Grizzly as she ate all that she could find in the way of berries, honey, and fish from the stream. This giantess was filling up for hibernation time when she would have to live off her stored fat. Then Alona saw the grizzly go into her cave to sleep through winter's white robe. In her dream, Alona followed Grizzly and slept at her side. In the spring, when Grizzly awoke, Alona followed her into the deep green forest. Grizzly seemed very intent on rediscovering the forest and noting the changes in her favorite hollow logs. The deep winter sleep had propelled Grizzly into a new state of awareness. Mama Grizzly had left Alona to her thoughts and had gone to the forest to forage through continuing her routine, Bear said. It was only when Alona was left to her own devices that a tiny, still voice spoke to her silent heart and showed her the value of Grizzly's lessons. Alona saw that in tasting the fruits of all ideas, you could expand one's outlook on life, just as Grizzly had done by eating all manners of foods. Then Alona remembered the retreat into the cave. Grizzly had taught her to go into the silence of her own sacred space to digest her ideas. The ideas that did not sustain her would be eliminated. and the others would nurture her during the time of looking within. Alona realized she could best meet her goals when she acted on the ideas that were the most nurturing to her. I looked at the bear's big brown eyes and smiled. I was beginning to understand the West Shield in a new way. So the three pathways to understanding how to look within and reach our goals are like the action of the grizzly in Alona's dream. Right, I asked. Right, the bear replied. Now you tell me how you see those paths. I thought for a moment and spoke. The first path is to enter the stillness of our sacred space. Basically, it is being willing to receive the answers made available to us through the experience of daily life. That is allowing our female receptive side to come forward to magnetize or receive in the silence. So it is entering the silence. Correct, said the bear. And the second path? Well, I suppose the next step is digesting the answers that come and learning to feel which ones apply. So the second pathway is integrating the information and discerning what our personal truth is. I replied, and right again, said the bear. It is the second step, which nurtures the answers received, that the third path becomes evident. Oh, I understand, I said. It is because the third path is structure based on personal truth. If we have a knowing about our digested ideas, we may then formulate a plan on how to attain our goals. That's the structure. If our goals are based on our personal truth and desire, they will be approached with joy. They will be goals we want to nurture because they are truly our own, not the ones that others have expected of us. That's right, isn't it? Bear chuckled and rolled over, scratching her back on the boulder next to the spring. You have the idea, she mused. All of the actions of the grizzly will allow each person to tap their inner knowing, and like Alona of long ago, my clan can give the strength necessary to meet each tomorrow with joy. There is no need to fear the unknown. That future holds if you follow Grandmother Grizzly and digest the knowing of your personal truth. I thanked Bear for the lessons and began the journey of understanding my personal West Shield. May this sharing also aid you in your joy-filled sojourn to the land of Bear and the lessons of the West. If the West Shield has appeared in your spread, Bear is asking you to look at your present goals and discern how they affect your future. Are the answers you seek from your own inner knowing? If not, it may be time to enter the silence and digest questions that your personal answers can emerge. Bear can remind us that the West Shield is a place of all tomorrows. If you are afraid of unknown, it may be the time to clear away the fear. Strength to accomplish this clearing is Bear's greatest medicine. Call on Bear and feel the courage to meet the future fill your spirit. In all cases, the West Shield speaks of the ability to complete our goals, the acknowledgement of our inner strengths, and the power to find and know our own answers. Remember that the opinions of others become mixed with our own doubts and become limitations when we forget to enter the silence. Kind of a message for all of us, I think. But this is a card about communication. One of the things it does say. It speaks of humans communicating with each other. Well, there you go. I hope it helps. And we got a lesson about Bear and West Shield. So there you go. Yes. Ah. Oh, it'll show up. The book will show up. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, it will. Okay. So, really, I think you guys did a great job. Um, we haven't really gone RVing as a team in a while. I think we need to start again. It feels like it's safe. So, within the week, I would say within the week, maybe, maybe very soon. It doesn't have to be a whole week. I just asked within the week because we give things a little time to work. Some of this is going to depend on you. Some of this is going to depend on you and what you do and how good you are about doing this. But yes, it's going to happen. She's going to come back. As far as I can see, that's the way it is. And it'll all be a better thing when it all comes out. It will actually end up being a good thing. So it's not some kind of punishment. She's not mad at you. Nothing bad, nothing bad. And it also gives you a moment to consider and think about what it's like without her and the difference she's made in your life. And this can be a good thing to think sometimes. Sometimes we forget. We forget to, and we take things for granted. And sometimes, like the book, when it goes out of your life, it gives you a moment to decide how important it is. Yes, and understand what an impact it makes on your life. Yes, her caretakers will probably want her to visit them, or they will want to visit her. Yes, so the faster you do your bit, the faster you get her back. Because this has a lot to do with you. As a matter of fact, it has everything to do with you. Well, I'm so relieved. That's actually very good, and everybody agrees. So, excellent job, people. Excellent job. Very proud of you working together like that. Now, would we like to do some more RVing? Would we like to do some more? Would we like to look at somewhere else? Let's pick somewhere not as, shall I say, dangerous as the Antarctic, though. Maybe we ought to stay out of places like that, but maybe look at something a little less, well, I guess if I'm going to do this the way that Max does it, I come up with a target and don't tell you. So, yeah, so Michelle came in. If you would like to do an RV tonight, please type yes. We'll do it if you guys want to. And I'll wait for a response. And did you like me reading that piece out of the book? If so, every now and then I'll come in here and we'll pull a card and read it. That could be another thing we do on this stream. Is the whole reason Jamie Sams made these books and the card decks were to teach people about some Native American ways of thinking of things and her own Wolf Clan teaching lodge. So, okay, I'm not seeing the chat move. So could somebody please type something in answer to what I just said? Because the last thing I'm seeing is this. That's the last comment I see. And that came up a while back. Wow. I'm not getting any response. Is anybody out there? Did the chat freeze? Maybe the chat freeze. Dancing. Okay. Okay, Micah. Yeah, we already did it anyway. We already did the one that we planned. Auntie, is one of your aunts here? One of your aunts? That sounds classier. Aunts? Audrey? No? Ah, Linda. Have a blessed night. Thank you for coming, Linda. Okay. Beware when he plays the music, bouncing bun, sons. Barry, you can just imagine your luxuriant nose hair roping her in. And Micah, that's great, but I think she wants to come home already. And I think what this is about is something transforming Barry's life. I think that's what's really happening here. Maybe you could try to find whoever she's with and remote influence them to show up at the northern store so that Barry can talk to them. Is Portal on tonight? Because I'd kind of like to, I'd probably go say hi to Brent at some point tonight. Bouncing buns. Okay, I don't understand, Barry. What are you talking about? Okay, so that's pretty much, actually, that was a great exercise for this stream tonight. I'm very pleased with the way this turned out. Everybody worked like a team, and the results were pretty interesting. I think we're doing a great job. And once again, it just proves that we're all cool with remote viewing. It's not really going to hurt us. I think something else was going on back when we were actually having stuff happen. I think something entirely else was going on than we thought. Yeah, Rancid Buns kind of sounds like a punk band, right? Punk band back in the 90s. Oh, you're getting something bad about the person, Micah? Beware of them. Well, thank you, Audrey. I think you all are, too. You are divine. You are all divine. Remember that. You are divine. Oh, they use drugs. Oh. Okay. Hello, strange land. How are you, Todd? Todd, 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 Todd. Haven't seen you in a while. I missed you. I've been missing Todd. And they tell me that you show up at some of the Bigfoot type streams, but I hadn't seen you in a while. And I said, well, doggone it. Did we lose him? Oh, that's good. Okay. So the person who found your dog uses drugs. I hope they're not bad ones, because nobody was getting any danger from person. Maybe they just are not, maybe they're a person in a lot of pain. Oh, you think they took the dog looking for a reward to get money for drugs? Oh, strange. You had some strange things going on. Well, whatever it is, it's going to be a learning experience. It's going to be something that is going to eventually benefit Barry in the end. Ah, strange things going on. Well, that's our business here. Todd, do you want to tell us about it? Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be on too much longer. Good night, Jim. If you want to come tell us about it, we have time, a little bit of time, about 12 minutes or so. That isn't before the portal starts. Of course, I don't have to be there. I'm not a mod, so I don't have to be there right time, or, right away or anything. Okay. Okay, great. I'm glad to see you back. I'm glad to see your front. I'm glad to see your pictures. I'm glad to see just about anything. Glad to see you. Anyway, okay. Well, that's it. We kind of did what we wanted to do. We accomplished our objective. Everybody has given their opinion on what is going on here. And I don't think so. I don't think they're holding her hostage. I was getting the impression that he likes her. But I don't know. You got 3 or 4 psychics saying it's a good thing that he likes her, and I don't know. But who knows? It might be marijuana, yeah. Uh, well, I usually come on about 8:30, and I'm not coming on as much because I've been told that I'm not supposed to spend too much time in the EMFs waves because some stuff is happening to I'm getting some upgrades and stuff. So I'm not supposed to spend too much time. And the Wi-Fi is the worst. I can spend more time on my phone than on the Wi-Fi. So the Wi-Fi is how the PC gets on the internet. So that's why I haven't been on the PC as much. But if I can't get on the PC, if I'm told I can't get on the PC, I'll come in on my phone, which seems to be less harmful. Hey, Lewis, how you doing? Yeah. Oh, really? A blue orb in the shower. Ooh, somebody's spying on you in the shower. Um, I'm in the Eastern time zone. Right now it's 9:51. And I'm going to end the stream in a few minutes and toddle off to go see everybody at the portal. How you doing, Lewis? Yeah, we were looking for Barry's lost dog, Cindy. And we think we got a story about her. You saw a blue orb, and that's a great. Blue orbs are cool. Okay, take care, Micah. Yeah, it probably is. Marijuana is fairly common. That wouldn't surprise me at all if the person was a pot smoker. Could be, Micah. I mean, it could be. We do this as an exercise always, not knowing and kind of jumping into the void and doing our thing as best we can. And a lot of times we come up with gold, and sometimes it's not quite what we thought. And it's part of the education that we're getting here. Tomorrow I will probably be on later, a little later, like usually more like 9:30 or something, because I go on Lucid's show a lot of times for at least, and she comes on at 9. I go and back Lucid for a little bit, but I don't know yet, Todd. I will send out a message if you make sure to click the bell and click all. Hopefully, YouTube will tell you, but it will also be in the MeWe chat. I'll be sure to put it in the MeWe chat, and it seems like it goes better when I send an announcement out beforehand, so I'll try to do that too. Just I have some things going on here. Not bad things. Not bad. Just life stuff that I got to handle. So, you know, and okay, love you guys. Yeah. Oh, the cat that came to you is a ghost, Louis? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you can tell us. I want you to tell us some stuff too sometime, Louis, on the stream. Come and click the link and come in and tell us some of your stories. And if you guys tell me in advance what stories you want to tell, I can kind of advertise it and let people know that. Yes, I'm talking to you, Pam, and others. If you let me know in advance, I will tell people that you're coming on and we can promote it a little bit. Okay? Um, if you have something that you want to talk about, please let me know in MeWe chat. We'll schedule it, and you can let us know. Um, okay, I'm going to wrap it up, and it's good to see you. Yeah, kind of like that. It's, we should really be warning people that we're having guests so people can assemble and see it. Hi, Michelle again. Yeah. Does Cindy feel safe? Okay. Okay. Ready to work? Okay, good. Stop. Um, Does Cindy feel safe with Barry? Yes. I think she was just pursuing a smell or a rabbit or a something, and then just kind of found herself out of bounds. And then somebody just saw her and said, "Oh, there's a dog by the side of the road." It's probably the road, or maybe, as Linda said, maybe it was a stream. Somebody just found her and said, "She looks hungry." I tried that, but it actually hurts my arms. Um, well, hi, Freedom Grower. Good to see you. We're actually just about to close it down now. We did our remote view. Usually I come on about 8:30 Eastern time. That's when I tend to come on, but it changes a little bit depending on the situation. Yeah, they're probably feeding their scraps. I'm not getting danger, though. I'm really not. Although Micah seems to think to be careful. He might be right, too. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe the person will want a reward. Maybe they're poor. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. That part I didn't see. Okay. Well, Freedom Grower, glad to have you. We were just remote viewing, and so we think we got some productive stuff out of it, and hope to see you next time on The Price is Right. Oh, wait a minute. No, on the Ocean Swagger channel, because yeah, I'm about to close the stream down. Oh, so that you can adopt the black kitty, the black kitten. Yeah, I feel like I might have a baby coming too, a little kitten baby. Kind of hoping for one. But I'm letting it go the way that it wants to go. Okay, well, you know what I always say, truth is where you find it. Hope you're finding some here on my channel. And never forget that you're divine, because you are. Don't let people tell you different. This is Ocean making waves. Now, time for you to go out and make some too. Especially you, Barry. Go out and talk to people. Okay. Kitty throws a mean right hook. Ah, that's cute. Yeah, they do. Cats are boxers. They do. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, love you guys. I will be back on when I can, and it'll probably be around 8:30. That's my typical time. Either 8:30 or 9:30, depending on the situation and how tired I am that day, or if I fall asleep. See, this is why having a regular schedule is hard. I keep having these moments when I sit down and I think I'm fine, and I just wake up and find I fell asleep. It's weird. I stop moving and I fall asleep. Sometimes just trying to work on my little phone or something, or my tab or something, and I just wake up going, what happened? Am I being abducted? Who knows? Maybe. I don't know. Okay. So anyway, love you. See you next time. And I'm going to take off and visit Brent. Hmm. Yeah, a lot of people are reporting that, having the sleepies. Okay. Next time.